Welcome back to another episode of the Mayor Tyler Moore Show here on the Kokomo Post, partnered with Robert Miller and Son Furniture in Kokomo. My name is Drew Larison. This is the Kokomo Post. This is Mayor Tyler Moore. That is producer Aaron.
Doing a great job on the switcher. Great job
behind the scenes.
Over here, just really.
It's all good.
Did everybody catch that thumbnail shot before the 5-minute timer?
Oh, well. I like how you wear your headphones. It was hip how you had those on. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
You know,
or no, was it?
They used it like above. I think.
It was
like
Oh, that's right. It
alien. Was. Yeah, they're.
Looks cool.
Off the rails today. How about it?
Well, it was a full moon over the weekend. It explained a lot of things.
I think it's also like it's
all
sunny
weekend.
It's sunny / warm-ish right now, and I'm just feeling good. You know, like that. Seasonal depression is just slowly melting off.
Yeah, I mean, and it is chilly. It's like right at freezing, or maybe a little warm. Might be a little warmer now.
It's just the sunshine then.
But yeah, the sunshine. I mean,
that's it.
It is all it is. It's just amazing. I had my son over yesterday go, Dad, when's spring supposed to start? And I said, well, it's usually
Is that up
March.
To the mayor?
Apparently. And he goes, oh, you mean I got another month of this stuff? And I'm like, well, that'll be nice. So
is that your impression of your son?
That's my impression of my son. What's for dinner? My wife
is like a caveman or something like that.
I feel like that's what I've heard. Like teenage boys turn into like just a series of
Neanderthals.
There's like 2 or 3 years where like all you get is like.
Does he ever call you bruh? Do you get the bruh or the bro? I hear that a lot from parents these days.
I think my youngest has used bruh on me. Yeah.
Did he get grounded from it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, what?
That's not my name.
That's not my name.
That's what I would say. It's not my name.
Oh, just wait, you off fun.
And then our son would come back with like, all right, Drew.
No, he wouldn't.
In time,
yes,
just
would.
wait. I can't wait.
That is your kid 100%, and that's what you'd say.
I love that kid. At some point in high school, remember that 70s show? Which actually they reformed it now. It's like that 90s
show. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
The mom on that 70s show, which she's on the newer show too. Her name was Kitty. That was her name's character. Shorter, blonde, like happy, kind of maybe sassy every now and then woman. Also sounds a lot like my mother. So like my friends jokingly called my mom like Kitty from that 70s show for a while too. And then it just Donna or Don came out. Yep. Yeah. And then I got grounded. So, all right. So let's talk about Robert Miller and Son Furniture. They are the partner for this show. Which next time we'll have a brand new ad because it's February, so they've got a new sale for February. But ring in the new year with new savings from Robert Miller and Son Furniture and Mattress in Kokomo. If you thought they couldn't top their end of the year sale, then hold on to your seats. They are offering up to 80% off select clearance items, lamps, area rugs, lazy boy recliners and sofas, and queen mattresses. That's right, all the way up to 80% off. Robert Miller and Son is Kokomo's #1 choice for making your house a home, and they would love for that to be true for you and your family this year with up to 80% off select items right now. Come see them today in the Kokomo Town Center. So Shout out to them for being the partner for the show. Mr. Mayor, how was your weekend?
Full. It was busy. It was great. Yeah, had a good time. Actually, we snuck out of town. Those that follow me on Facebook and such, Beef and Boards is running Clue right now.
Oh, I saw that.
And my mother-in-law loves the board game, and she loves the movie. With the whole crew, Tim Curry, Martin Mull, Madeline Kahn, and such. And so there were 6 of us that went, me, my wife, sister-in-law, mother-in-law, and our niece, and we all dressed as Clue characters to go down for the show.
That's adorable.
I saw the like
great.
full
Were there other people dressed up?
No.
Oh, just okay. I love that. That's
we
okay
weren't sure.
Yeah. That's like, I'm rewatching Stranger Things, and it's like the kids. It was like their first year of 8th grade, I think, and they came to school for Halloween dressed up, and they quickly realized that nobody dresses up anymore. They were like the
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, yes. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Why is no one else in costume?
So and so they've got the little backdrop, photo op in the lobby on the way in. So we're doing that, and had people go, "Oh, look, they have props." I'm like, "No, these are ours. We brought this stuff." So
that's true.
It was a lot of fun.
You guys were like plants in the audience. People thought you were going to be pulled onto the stage at some point. That'd be funny.
Great.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
It was. I actually had like a not full weekend.
Ooh,
it was nice.
Sometimes those are the best.
So usually I'm at some sort of gymnasium with Brady for Kokomo Post sports games. But But our game of the week was a Thursday night game. It was actually
Taylor Eastern
at Taylor. Great game. Went into double overtime. Super fun game to be at. Taylor ended up getting the win and staying undefeated in the conference for them, which that game really could have decided the conference champion. So that was really cool. So we didn't have
overtime. You needed a weekend to relax.
Yeah, it was so much fun. It was one of those games too, where like the crowd really started kicking in.
Oh, I'm sure.
At the end of the regulation, and it was really fun. So that was fun. But normally we have a game either on like Saturday or Friday night. And Friday night we just went out to eat. My daughter had saved up some money and she made the foolish purchase of like kids Doc Marten shoes, even though we had told her, because her feet are going to grow.
Her feet
are going to grow.
Yeah.
And like, it's just a waste of money.
Yeah.
So, it was like the coolest parenting thing to be like, we won't buy those for you. We'll buy a knockoff pair for you. That's fine.
Heck yeah.
We'll totally, like, whatever the Target version look like, we'll buy that. And she said, no, she really wanted these like very expensive shoes. So we told her she could save up her birthday and her Christmas money. She could do like beyond her like regular chores. She could do other stuff if she wanted to, and she saved up.
She
did it.
Good
how
for her.
much with tax. So she like brought the cash and put it over the thing and wore them out of the store. She was so excited.
Nice.
And like Saturday, like we just didn't do much. We were just hanging around the house, classic like laundry and just all that kind of stuff. And she kept asking me, she's like, hey, can we go somewhere? I'm like, I don't know. We're kind of just hanging out today. I don't think we're going anywhere. She's like, I need to go somewhere and wear my shoes. That's what she kept saying. She was very determined to get those shoes.
She wore
out
them
into
in the house all day. Like just wore them around the house doing nothing. She was so proud of herself. Yeah. It was cute.
Dumb purchase, cute moment. So I do see Dar and looks like Emily. I see your questions in the chat. If you guys have any questions for the mayor, just leave them in the chat like they did, and we will get to it for the Ask the Mayor segment. Partner with Lexi's Drink Barns. We'll get to those in just a second. They can be questions about the city. They can be questions about any new developments. They can be questions about what his favorite Super Bowl snack is coming up. Anything like that. Just anything to get to know the mayor more and to learn more about what's going on in the city. So yeah, we didn't do much. It was nice to not have a game to go this weekend. Hung around the house. Friday we went out. It was good. Pretty chill weekend.
Excellent.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was
nice.
Those are the best.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right. So tell me what's been going on at City Hall too.
What's been going on at City Hall? A lot of still early year planning, going through projects and such. Got an update on a handful of those once again this morning. Monday mornings are good to get briefed on where things are. But yeah, outside of that, just working through, starting kind of planting the seeds as well with some of the departments. I've asked them to start putting their 3 to 5 year plans together on what they see their needs, either resource wise or staffing wise or service wise that they have. And so met with a couple this morning to start those meetings and just getting them thinking of where we need to go prior to budget season, which will be later on this summer, but still trying to stay ahead of the game and keep the momentum going that we've got. And with the weather as nice as it is and kind of cooperating, we are out filling potholes. So if folks are seeing those around, please let us know. I forget the number offhand. That's terrible. 456. Aaron's going to look for it. Check me.
1-800-POTHOLE.
45.
That's not it.
That would be great though, because it's 7. Oh, how do you buy a phone number? 1-800-POTHOLE. That would be 7 digits,
That'd
right?
be 7 digits.
That'd be great.
I'm sure somebody's already got it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But if it was 765 pothole,
that'd be awesome.
Kokomo. Thank you.
This is 765-456-7454.
7454.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Pothole hotline.
That's not pothole.
456-7454. No, it's not.
I wish.
But, so keep an eye out for those folks. Be our eyes on the streets, literally, and we'll get them addressed. Got a great crew. Got a couple of carts of coal patch out. So
love that.
Let us know.
Very cool. So it is Super Bowl week.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So the big game. So am I allowed to say Super Bowl? As long as I'm not.
I think you can't. We can't make money off it, maybe. I don't know.
Right, and I don't think you can
like
incorporate it into your logo or something.
I want you to say in that really creepy voice, just only say the big game.
So it's the game of the big game.
Sunday.
It's the week of the big game. What, you got any plans for the big game?
Yes, we're getting together with some friends.
So much.
Gonna eat some wings.
It's like Randy Savage. Like the old wrestler.
Macho Man.
Ooh, brother, what are you doing for the big? Oh, see, that hurt. How did he do that for a
Slim
career?
Jims.
Holy
The spiciness of the Slim
Yep.
Jims coated the
Snapped
vocal
into
cords.
it.
Yep.
Remember when he was in that
that's what he was-
Spider-Man movie? Anyway, so do you have... You're a big Super Bowl guy? You like watching the big game?
I do really just gathering and watching. I'm usually not
big game.
really. I mean, I don't bet. I know.
Haven't got into sports
just
betting?
enjoy the just enjoy the folks getting together to watch the big game.
The big game. So we've
some
been
food.
making some Super Bowl, some big game content. It's so ridiculous.
Heidi bleeped you every time
I
you
know.
said Super Bowl in,
Yeah, but this
in
is
all of
live,
those
so I
TikToks.
can't do that. We're just making some
Crazy.
like random. But speaking of betting, like there's a new popular thing where it's called micro betting, where you can bet on like, is it the coin toss going to be heads or
Oh,
tails?
yeah, I've heard of
or
that
like,
too, yeah.
is the national anthem 2 minutes over and under? Like which over and under 2 minutes? What else was there? The Gatorade. If there's a Gatorade bath, what color will the Gatorade be?
Nice.
Like all that like fun stuff. So like if you're watching and maybe you're not a giant sports fan, and frankly in this moment maybe you don't even know who is in the Super Bowl.
That would be fun to do that micro.
Yeah,
That would be
you
fun.
know.
Yeah.
But even like if you're having like a big game party, like
game.
you know, have like everybody write down their predictions for
These
like,
are called
the fun stuff.
prop bets.
Prop bets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Micro betting is a thing. You can literally bet like on play by play, like a certain play. It's going to be a pass or a run. You can bet and stuff like that. But no, it's exciting. I'm not a big NFL
Yeah.
fan in general, but like who doesn't like the Super Bowl? You know, like Rihanna. I mean, who doesn't like the big game? Rihanna is performing halftime. That was another one we talked about. Which song do you think Rihanna's going to open up
with? Yeah.
Just fun stuff like that.
Which player will be shown first during the national anthem?
Oh, that's a good one.
Will it be Patrick Mahomes or Jalen Hurts? Don't know.
Okay.
Don't know.
Excellent.
Those are quarterbacks.
So
Those are players.
there's a site that you can actually go and bet, or does it give suggestions on things?
Well, I think all
to
betting
do
sites
prop
you can
bets?
do stuff like that, like little prop bets, like DraftKings or Barstool Sportsbook, stuff like that. Who do you think is going to win, though? Do you have a pick?
No. No.
Just give me a
watching the
guess.
game. Chiefs.
You think Chiefs?
Yep, I think Chiefs.
See, this has worked out well because I think the Eagles are going to win. And the only logic I have you seen this floating around the internet? There's this guy who apparently tweeted back in 2015 the winners of the next 10 Super Bowls.
You are kidding me.
He has gotten every single one of them right. This year, he picked the Eagles.
No way.
A tweet from
Wild. Oh my
2015. So
Just the winner. You didn't say who's going to be in the
Just the winner.
championship game. Just
Yeah,
the winner. So
just the winner.
Wow.
Yeah, the Bills, according to him, the Bills win it next year. But he picked the Eagles, which is like how random. Eagles,
Yeah. What are the chances?
I know. 2015 though. So that is my logic.
Okay.
A random stranger on
All right.
Twitter
Go
telling me
Eagles.
who think he's gonna win. So
Go Eagles.
I don't know, but that is kind of fun. I never have a team I'm like win in a big way rooting for in the Super Bowl, so I can just watch the game.
I remember
big
growing
game.
up when we
big
have,
game.
when
It's
we
a
have
big
people over, go somewhere, you get a big poster board and make the squares, and everybody throws a quarter in per square, and then you get a number, and then the numbers are along the grid, and so the first quarter score for the home team is 7, and visiting team is 3, and so whoever's down there they
I love
first
that.
quarter.
Oh.
That's fun.
So we used to do that. Maybe
Do you have
we'll
a
do that
favorite
this year.
snack for the big game? Yeah.
The big game.
Every time, the big one.
Oh, a good 7-layer dip is usually
Ooh.
pretty good.
Can you name all 7
choice.
layers?
No.
Okay,
just
I want to
scoop and
try
eat.
to. Salsa, sour cream, guacamole, refried beans of some kind, right? What else is there?
Probably lettuce, tomato, and cheese.
Oh, lettuce. Yeah. Boom. Teamwork. We did it.
Isn't there like a cream cheese layer
maybe.
in it? I think there is.
It could. and
According
maybe-
to the picture.
Maybe
that
they
I'm
do
looking
that
at.
in place of sour cream.
You like buffalo chicken dip?
I do love buffalo chicken dip.
Who doesn't, man?
Yeah,
For the big game.
it's good. The big game.
Big
Good one
dips for the big
game. But I think
games.
as you'll see in the big game food draft that Drew and I do later this
Oh,
week.
yeah, that was good. You ever heard of a draft?
I have.
Oh, like what we're talking about. I guess
not
I
what
should
you're
have given you
talking
more
about.
concept. Not like a military draft.
Oh.
Or like
all right.
a-
So you get
like an
so,
open
sports
window
draft.
that
so Aaron and I
makes you
did
cold.
this. We did like shoot. It was like Kokomo
like
landmarks.
fantasy football.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So we did Kokomo landmarks. So like one by one, one person gets to pick there first, but then the other person can't pick whatever they pick.
Okay.
And then you get like your top 5 team.
Okay.
So
And
like
who's
we
got
did,
like the more well-rounded team?
you know what? Let's do one real quick. We got some time. People
great.
are still sending in questions for the Ask the Mayor segment.
That's a
We'll do
tough
this
one.
really quick. I want to do Kokomo landmarks with you. I think this will be fun.
Okay.
Great.
So
With you.
top 5, you build out your team of top 5 Kokomo landmarks. I'll be picking against you.
Okay.
And see who can create.
He's the visiting team, so he should go first.
Yeah, of course. He's the mayor.
Okay.
You know, so you get first pick all time Kokomo landmarks.
First pick, Kokomo landmark Cyberling Mansion.
Classic.
Great choice.
Okay.
Do you have like reasoning? Usually you
Just
defend your pick a little
the
bit.
history behind it, and because it's a museum, and because there are like booked tours of buses that come in on a regular basis.
I also
So-
selected that during our draft.
Yeah.
So that's a great choice.
That's a good one.
Okay.
That's a good one. I'm going to start out real strong with a newer one. I'm going Coco Mantis.
All right.
People love the Coco Mantis.
10 years
It
old.
is
Yep. So-
all the
It's 10 years old.
10 years old. Can you believe it? It was,
That is
well, it was
crazy.
10 back in, I forget what day in October.
That's crazy.
Like
it's all the right amount of obscure.
adult
No one
years?
fully understands
years.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going.
But it has become a landmark. Yeah.
I'm going Coco Mantis. Oh, what's your second pick?
Speaking of, I guess, beasts, I'll go with Old Ben.
Oh, classic.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Somebody here?
It's what he's known for.
Oh, hey, Joe. All right, so
Yeah.
Old Ben,
Old
that
Ben.
makes sense. That makes sense. Second pick for me, I am going with the tank at Forest Park, Foster
Yep.
Park, not
Foster
Forest
Park,
Park.
yep.
Yeah, Foster Park tank. That's my second pick.
Perfect.
What's your third? Pick?
Third, is it considered a landmark? Kokomo Beach.
Sure.
All right.
I'd
Kokomo
count that,
Beach.
right? Kokomo Beach.
Beach.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It's a good landmark. I'm going back, and this one it's definitely a landmark. It just doesn't exist anymore. I'm going Gas Tower.
Gas Tower. Yep. I
Gas
was gonna
Tower
ask if it still
is-
needs to be around, but yes, Gas
If you
Tower.
are from Kokomo for a significant amount of time, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know. All right. So I have Coco Mantis. What was my second pick?
The tank.
The tank at Foster
Yep,
Park.
sure was.
And Gas Tower. What's your
Yep.
fourth pick?
So my fourth pick, I'm going to go with the baddest bull ring in Indiana, the Kokomo Speedway.
Oh, great choice.
Yeah. See, I'm just
Speedway,
not
hot
in
spot in the summertime.
Yeah, I'm not in that world, so I never go there. But dear me, I can hear it.
I mean, every weekend, especially Sunday nights, if you're not there, I love sitting out on the front porch,
Just
drinking
you can hear it.
drinking an adult beverage,
got-
just hearing in the background.
Cyberling. You've got Kokomo
Old Ben.
Beach. You have Old Ben,
Kokomo
and
Beach.
you have the
This Kokomo Speedway.
Wow, good choices.
All right, my fourth one. Goodness gracious.
Kokomo landmark. Oh, she's helping you out.
I'm just saying, if it were me, I'm picking one of the skate parks. They're so
Oh,
cool.
really?
Yeah, I think so.
I just want to do the courthouse.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I think we have a beautiful courthouse that looks beautiful
And it's
and the sun
gecko
is shining.
style. It was-
I think it's iconic.
It was ahead of its time when the old one burned and they replaced it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really nice. I'm going courthouse for my fourth pick.
Perfect.
Last pick.
Kokomo landmark.
I've got mine. better not.
I'm gonna. You're gonna Kokomo landmark, Cone Palace.
Ooh.
Oh, great.
You know,
I mean, not to
choice.
take
You just got
anything away
Governor
from
Holcomb.
anybody else, but yeah, for whatever reason, people
it's-
gravitate towards
Absolutely.
Cone Palace.
It's a governor's favorite. It's right as you come into Kokomo. It makes
On the
sense.
south end.
It's a staple. It's
My
it's a
fifth
staple.
and final pick, and it's a place that has, for someone who didn't go to Kokomo schools, I wasn't around this place.
good
I'm
choice.
going Memorial Gym.
Perfect.
There are a
Yep.
few places like
That's-
that,
there
I
are,
think,
yeah.
in the entire state of Indiana that are more iconic, that consistently great things happen.
Yeah.
Such an atmosphere.
Yeah,
I'm
and we
going
need
Memorial
to
Gym.
continue to work with Kokomo schools to make sure that
Make
it
it
doesn't
awesome.
end up like, unfortunately, the Wigwam in Anderson. I mean,
Yeah.
that was another big Indiana basketball landmark. It's now I think they do garage sales out of or something.
Wow, I
It's
think
too bad. So,
All right, Aaron, who do you
good
think?
choice.
Oh, those were good choices.
So wasn't that fun?
That was fun. I like
Little
it.
drafts
Yeah.
are fun.
I do feel like you guys missed out. Walk of Excellence, I think, is
The trails.
or just the
That's
trail
tough to
system
think
in
as a
general.
landmark though, because it's so big and like it covers the entire city.
Linear parks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good choices, but I don't know if there's a winner on that one. Those are both.
The amphitheater at Foster Park is a great one.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of, man.
Just a stage,
Good
like
stuff.
something like that. Anyway.
Yeah, because really, I mean, you think, okay, the old sycamore stump that's next to Old Bend, but really people,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't think sycamore, what? Old sycamore stump, you know, you got to go to
It's a
Old Bend and
tree.
like,
It's a
oh,
thing,
look, there's a
guys.
tree.
It's a landmark though. I mean, that's,
It is.
It is.
I mean, we didn't talk about Kokomo
Willie the
Municipal
Whale.
Stadium.
Willie the Whale, guys, also up there.
Yeah. Willie Whale. People do like that.
He's a transplant.
Stadium.
Yeah, he is.
Stadium is.
beautiful.
Baseball stadium is good. Yeah, that's a really good one.
That was-
like Memorial Gym. You know, it's just like so many fun things happen there. Like just iconic
And
city.
soon, once it's completed, the pump track at Northside Ball.
Yep.
Yep.
Can't wait.
I've been seeing some updated pictures of that. It's good. All right, let's get into the Ask the Mayor segment. Partner with Lexi's Drink
Got it.
Barn. Lexi's our people.
Yep.
You know, they are the best place in Kokomo to get a fountain drink. If you're a vanilla Coke fan, if you're a marshmallow Coke fan, which is a very Kokomo thing, by the way. A lot of people don't
story.
realize that's just Kokomo. It is. Go to Lexi's, go check them out. They've got some great food items, and they're always coming up with new stuff. It's always really fun. So shout out to Lexi's for being the partner for the Ask the Mayor segment. Let's get right into it. We've got some questions today.
Let's do it.
First one is from, I wrote Dan. Is it Dan? No, it's actually, it's Dar, D-A-R.
Okay.
He says, why does our county, Howard, never go red when there's a winter storm warning? On most occasions in the past 3 years, surrounding counties are in red and have travel restrictions, but not Howard County. I've heard it's because of the automotive plant in town. Any insight? Thank you, Dar.
It has nothing to do with the automotive plant. I mean, yes, that's taken into consideration with the number of people that come in, but really it's the density of the population and facilities and stuff. I mean, the counties around us are more rural. And so in larger winter events, you know, with the wind and such, there's more dangerous drifting. And, because Kokomo and Howard County have greater resources in snow removal in our trucks, both city and county and stuff, we're able to address the roads, and so they remain passable, easier to pass in those situations as opposed to some of the surrounding counties that, again, are larger and more rural and have greater instances of drifting and impassable roads. So
Yeah, and honestly, tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like we haven't had that bad of weather
Why did you say it?
in a minute, though. Like we really
and
haven't.
it's been,
had,
I mean, it's been tough, and yeah, the most recent. I mean, it was more of the
weirdest
pinnacle.
snowstorm.
It didn't hit us as bad as we thought, especially with the wind and if you were outside of the city limits and such, and it was more dangerous. But again, with the way that both city and county are able to hit the roads and you know. I think also looking within the county borders as opposed to those that come and go, you know, across county lines, that often isn't taken into consideration. But we rely, you know, heavily on the reports we get back from the emergency management agency here in town, as well as the county sheriff and county highway to address us. Because even though we may, you know, have things under control within the city, again because of the resources and such, not knowing what's happening outside of the city limits, I then rely on county officials and highway to advise us accordingly.
Well, explain that too. And this is something we talked about during the COVID times, the end of the world. Explain how city and county restrictions work.
So
and how
travel
that works.
advisories per statute are decided on by the county executive. So you know the commissioners, you know, have the ultimate authority within you know each county to set the travel advisory at what level it is, but. again, when I was commissioner and even now the commissioners, it's not them solely. So, I mean, it's a series of texts and emails between the county commissioners, the mayor's office, KPD, the Howard County Sheriff's Department, the Emergency Management, Kokomo Fire Department, and such, as well as often the Indiana State Police, taking all those individuals into consideration and their suggestions and advice as well, and relying on what they decide.
Got it. Yeah. We've been asked that before, I think, too. So good to repeat that one. Next question is from Emily on Facebook. And Emily, honestly, I saw your comment, and that's kind of what made me want to do the draft that we just did, because she has a question about a landmark in Kokomo.
Cool.
Is there ever going to be a tribute or a monument to remember the landmark we lost so many years ago?
The gas tower?
The Kokomo gas tower. Many people were sad to see it go, myself being one of them. Emily on Facebook.
That would, and I think that would be very appropriate. I know along the trails, we've got the storyboards, if you will, the posts along that tell some of the history, not just the historic markers,
the plaques,
the plaques, but actual boards. So I would think that would make sense to put something along the trail there at home, and maybe it's has some type of silhouette, that if you stand back looking at it, it would show. If you took a picture, you could see where the tower used to stand.
I just had an idea.
So like a photo op. So that's a great idea.
Tell me if I'm wrong. I swore I just saw a press release from the city asking for some murals on the side of Comic Cube.
Comic Cubes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Someone should do a gas tower mural.
I love it.
There you go,
Emily. There you go.
And ironically, there is artwork, and a lot of it was wood cutouts and such that were on the backside of the city street department bins, along the trail, along Home Avenue, and a few of those had been damaged by the tornado and not put back up, and they're aging, falling off, and so we had thought about just removing all of those and making that one of the next locations for a mural. So that would be perfect as well.
Now, the gas tower existed before I was here. Give me a scope. How tall was the gas tower?
The behemoth.
Good trivia. And I should know, being a Kokomo.
I have just like romantic
through the years
memories of this gas tower. Like, and the older I get to think back, I remember, like, I don't know, in my head, we were driving home from Indianapolis or something like that, and when I saw the gas tower, I knew that's how we were close to home.
Yeah.
Was it really that big?
It was that big.
378 feet.
I was going to say it was probably just shy of 400. So, yeah, it was huge. But yeah, you're right. You could see it for miles and miles, and and folks, you did use
like
it
27 stories.
Oh man!
So it was big.
Okay, see, in my head, I've always thought this was like a 6-story building.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no.
To me, this I have never imagined it at this. I've seen the pictures of it coming down.
Okay, I was just going to ask.
There's like little frame of reference for it's big.
You said how many feet? 300 and what?
378.
Yeah, and this, according to Google, says an average story for a building is 14 feet. So that's 27 feet
27
exactly.
stories.
If that's
27
correct.
stories. That's so tall.
So the biggest building downtown is the First Farmers
6
building,
stories,
right?
yeah.
That's 6 stories. So we're talking 4 times the size of that.
Almost
like little less than 4 times.
It was
so it was huge.
Small town
It was
skyscraper.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
great.
it was gas. You know what I mean? Like, it was
Okay, guys,
it was huge.
I'm not going to lie. I've been here for a lot of years, and this is the very first moment I feel like I'm giving the gas tower as much reverence as it was due. That was big.
It was big.
It
was huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
What year was that?
2003, I believe.
Okay. So I was like a 8th grader or something like that.
Yeah, me too.
Trying to think back. That would make sense, right?
Yeah. Really
yeah, it was
old.
crazy. And it just got destroyed because it just wasn't in use anymore, right?
I was like 30 something.
Well, come on. Yeah. It's not my fault. I was just making a statement.
I know.
What? It just wasn't in use anymore? Is that why it got destroyed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because all
Just
the
the
gas lines,
maintenance of
it didn't need it for storage. It was piped in
Kind of
everywhere.
crazy. It was used for gas storage, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. So needless to say, everybody was a little nervous when they said, "Okay, we're going to implode it and take it down." Like, whoa, wait a second, that thing used to be filled with gas.
Oh
if
yeah,
you
let's
light
make
anything,
sure we're doing this right.
You light anything around that, you're going to get all kinds of excitement.
That'd be interesting. Yeah.
Man.
All right. Next question we have is from Jacob.
Great suggestion.
We have two of them from Jacob.
Oh, good.
He was wondering if there's any bug control people in Kokomo.
Bug control people?
Bug.
Yeah. I think there's still an Arab and I think Terminex franchises in town.
Quite a few.
There might be some personal or private ones as well. There may be some that are chamber members. You can go to the Chamber of Commerce, Kokomo Chamber of Commerce website and go to a list of members, and I think they've got them listed, or you could adjust the filter for categories. But yes, there are a handful of bug companies.
Also, I think Jacob was watching last week when we were talking about the summer concert series, and he just is requesting country acts.
Oh, good.
For the concert series.
Yeah, because I forget the one that's been a few times. Nashville's Finest
Yes,
is great.
They do a bunch of covers, right?
We are working potentially on having Preston Brust back with Low Cash. We'll see if we're able to make that happen. But I'm trying to think because we haven't released the lineup. I know we talked about the lineup last week, and he didn't have it back yet because we're finalizing certain things. But I know there is at least one country act, and it may be Nashville's Finest again, but we'll see.
Do you like country music?
Coming. I do like country.
Who's your favorite artist?
Probably George Strait. That's
classic.
That's going back a ways.
Can't go wrong with George Strait.
Yep.
What about you? You got a favorite country artist?
I don't know that I have a favorite country artist. I don't.
I've got an interesting history with country music in general. I got burned out on it because it was all they played on my school bus growing up.
Oh, really?
So I have like these like mental trauma of it being 6:30 a.m., 7 a.m. and Mr. Duke, who was my bus driver, psychotic man, drove like a lunatic. Somehow I'm
Mr.
here
Duke,
today.
you're watching.
Oh, he died years ago.
Oh,
He would
Duke's a Hazard
blare.
fan.
You know what?
could have been.
That makes sense. He would blare, and I think he was hard of hearing. Blare KI, and all I heard in like moments where I just didn't want to be awake was like George or Michael Montgomery. What was his name?
John Michael Montgomery.
Oh, yeah.
Like that era of country music.
Oh, those are the
But
best.
now I look back on
Brooks
it and I'm
and
like,
Dunn.
oh, it was classic. Those
Joe
were good
Diffie.
hits.
They were great hits. I maintain. I went through a big Gretchen Wilson phase where I really liked her. Dina Carter loved. Yeah. But you find out a lot of new things about me here.
I guess, yeah.
But I maintain country music has like much more staying power for songs than any other genre of any other music anywhere. Music that's popular. It is to like our musical lexicon much more important than many other artists.
Yes, but also country ain't what country used to be. Like I feel like as country keeps going on, it just becomes more and more just pop.
Right, but there's still a few
somewhat.
artists that then go back to the old school and bring
Johnny
out something
Cash.
a little more, country backwoods, woodsish.
Woodsish.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're talking
Oh, yeah.
about country music and Bree isn't here. She's a big country fan, but
I don't know.
she's probably gone. Anyway, okay. So Jacob, it sounds like there might be
Good
one
stuff.
country artist. And
couple
when that gets announced, I'm sure we'll get a hold of that and put that on the kokomopost.com too, so you can
Yes, sir.
see this year's summer concert series. All right, so those are the questions that we had today for the Ask the Mayor segment.
Oh, that's
Great
it?
Great questions today.
Yeah, good stuff.
Shout out to Gas Tower. A lot of
Shout out to
mentions
Gas
today.
Tower.
So yeah, if you have any questions, you're watching this maybe afterwards it was live, make sure to always leave them in the chat, like we say. And we'll get them on next week's show. But Mr. Mayor, do you have a dad joke for us?
Oh, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and the French love it, but they celebrate it a little differently than we do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they give out hugs and quiches.
Egg pie. Okay, gotcha. You were excited about that
I
one.
wasn't. And I ended up with quiche on my face.
There it is. That's I've heard worse. It's
Thank
fine.
you. Oh,
Dang it. No, Pam had one earlier too, and she's all about these.
She's all about. She's got good ones.
She's got really good ones. So good that I forget them.
Pam, you're gonna have to save me next week.
Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching this episode of the Mayor Tyler Moore Show. Like I said, we do this every week. We do the show every week. So if you have any questions for next week's show, let us know. Next week, it'll be Love Week. It's Valentine's Week. How
Monday the
adorable
13th.
is that? What?
It'll be Monday the 13th.
No, a lot better than Friday the
What a
13th. Yeah, so we'll be here next week. We'll talk about love and how much we love Kokomo and how much we love you guys for watching this show. But yeah, we'll see you next time, Kokomo. Thanks for watching.
See you, Kokomo.